New York's Sex Diaries arrangement requests that unknown city tenants record 7 days in their sexual experiences, with funny, grievous, regularly provocative, and continually uncovering results. This week, a homemaker sexting the man she's having an unsanctioned romance with and attempting to figure out how to see 43, wedded, Brooklyn. The very beginning. 5:30 a.m. Wake up with my 2-year-old child. My better half gets up as well, out of fortitude and furthermore on the grounds that he jumps at the chance to begin his workday pretty early. He works in movement and for the most part with creation organizations. He's quite focused on throughout the day. Who isn't? The one story you shouldn't miss, chosen by New York editors. Pursue one great story. 7:30 a.m. I'm currently all alone with 3 children until supper time. It is a new hellfire that solitary mothers in the time of COVID can appreciate. Shuffling Zooms and diapers and other child fiascos practically the whole day starting here on. 2 p.m. Enjoy a little reprieve to call John. John is the man I was engaging in extramarital relations with before COVID. We've been seeing each other on and off since before I had children. I have 3 children currently, so it's been some time. We cooperated at a design name before I quit to be a homemaker. He was hitched as well, yet now he's separated, and he has no children. The undertaking has been going on so long that it's simply a typical piece of my life now. My significant other thinks John is gay. They never met, so I in every case just alluded to him as my gay BFF from work, so he doesn't flicker if John calls or messages. In any case, John and I can't fuck around during COVID in light of the fact that I can't put my family in danger, so we're very missing each other at the present time, and talking constantly. Today I call him just to disclose to him I love him and to get away from my life for 4 minutes. 9 p.m. I'm too drained to even consider engaging in sexual relations with my better half this evening. I actually screw him once per week or once like clockwork, generally out of commitment. Day 2. 9:45 a.m. It's John's 46th birthday celebration today, so I am cautiously wandering into the city to drop something at his entryway. I go with lovely blossoms from my nearby flower vendor and a pleasant little cake with rainbow sprinkles on top of it. I need to heap my children in the vehicle to get to the city, and what's more, 2 of my children need to do Zoom school from the secondary lounge. I don't mislead my significant other, I say, it's John's birthday and I'm dropping something at his loft. Not an untruth. 10:30 a.m. I need to see his face, yet I likewise don't need my children to see whatever science we have, so I drop the present with his concierge and run once again into my vehicle and get the children back home. I love John without a doubt, and I love my better half definitely, and I'm willing to go as long as I can remember this way, on the off chance that I can. 5 p.m. I have a long call with my sister, who works and has a caretaker, and I feel jealous of her life. I might have kept my position in the work world and been incredibly fruitful at this point, however I picked everyday life, all things being equal. At this moment, I wonder about that choice. These have been the hardest few months I at any point might have envisioned. 8:30 p.m. My significant other and I observe some TV. I lay on his chest and he strokes my hair. I realize he needs sex, so I simply give him a sensual caress, all things being equal. I like my significant other's penis and I believe he's a magnificent accomplice. But then, I nod off contemplating whether John had an upbeat birthday. We didn't. We'll talk a lot of today. Day 3. 10 a.m. I love seeing my companion, Callie, from the neighborhood at the recreation center and discussing adoration and sex. She thoroughly understands John. A lot of my companions do. It's sort of an insight regarding my life, like the reality I color my silver hairs, or I don't eat red meat. Callie and her significant other are morally non-monogamous, and I'm continually attempting to sort out if that is the thing that I am, or I speculation could be. I realize my significant other is monogamous, he's quite conventional like that. 5 p.m. Drinking at 5 straightaway since kids. Likewise extremely eager to get a poof off Facebook Marketplace from an arbitrary neighbor down the road. My better half takes over for an hour while I stroll there. 5:15 p.m. Call John in transit and disclose to him I miss his chicken. He and I are a lot dirtier with one another than I am with my better half. He loves to eat pussy and discussion about eating my pussy, and I love every last bit of it. I'm almost certain he has some new COVID bae, as the children say. However, we have sort of a don't ask, don't tell about the ladies he sees. I think about the bae in light of the fact that he's somewhat less accessible than he ought to think about the pandemic. I would prefer not to know since it will agitate me. But then I'm the person who might never leave my significant other for him. He knows never to disclose to me he's with another person, and moreover that he can never adore anybody more than he cherishes me. Those are my lone standards, haha. 5:30 p.m. Get the poof and the buddy as an entertainer I perceive from a HBO show. So that is enjoyable. Day 4. 5 a.m. So right on time to be woken up by my smallest biscuit. What's more, I dozed like poo, so I'm as of now kicking the bucket. 10:30 a.m. I have a sitter come for a couple of hours today with the goal that I can go do heaps of food supplies and different tasks for the children's first days back at school. This is the nearest thing I need to available energy. Call John from Trader Joe's. We need to see each other soon. Other than missing sex with him, I'm feeling the loss of my closest companion. We choose to both get tried and afterward get together at his place. Enough as of now. This additionally means me that his COVID bae horse crap is presumably disappearing. 1 p.m. With 18 packs of food supplies, I stroll into a pediatrician's office that I heard tests grown-ups for COVID. They reveal to me I need to return tomorrow. And afterward I'll need to hang tight 4 to 6 days for results. John obviously gets tried pretty effectively in Manhattan, yet we'll need to sit tight a couple of days for his outcomes as well. 9 p.m. I need to screw my better half this evening. It's been longer than a week and we both automatically monitor these things. I advise him to slither into bed with me and we have decent however quick preacher sex. Everybody hits the sack cheerful. Day 5. 3 p.m. John got his test back and it's negative, which doesn't amaze me, yet it's all sort of a disputable issue in any case since I haven't returned to complete my test yet. There's no time. 9:45 p.m. I'm sleeping alone and I stroke off while I envision a trio with John and another lady. Nod off happily. Day 6. 11 a.m. It's one of my children's birthday events today and I attempt to toss him a socially removed bagel party, with veils, at the recreation center. It's an absolute fizzle. The children are throughout age 5 and some are careful with covers and some are absolutely not, and the guardians change in rules and severity, and there's simply such a lot of pressure it makes me lament the whole thing. What was I thinking? 3 p.m. I tell my significant other I'm off until tomorrow. He's normally acceptable when I need to look at like that. I attempt to lay in my bed with headphones on, sitting in front of the TV, however my children continue coming in and opposing the general purpose. So I choose to gather a pack and go to a nearby inn. I don't take a stab at getting an online arrangement. I simply walk my drained ass there with my little sack of nightgown and mother pants and socks, and a book. I don't bid farewell to my family. That my significant other doesn't squint an eye at this makes me love him more than I have in some time. 4 p.m. Before long I'm in the room. It's quiet. I don't call John. I don't watch a show. I lay there, peacefully, and rest. 7:30 p.m. I'm conscious and I'm starving. I request from Shake Shack, portobello burger and a chocolate shake and fries. How wanton is that? 8 p.m. I'm invigorated from my beast snooze. As I hang tight for my food, I send 1 million bear selfies to John. Full frontal, and so forth. It's good times. He sends me senseless dick pics, imagining he's some sort of pornography star. We're for the most part acting crazy and snickering at ourselves, yet it's acceptable to feel so happy, with free time, and with no obligations, for once. I never at any point will feel like that. 10:30 p.m. I'm on my 6th scene of Below Deck Mediterranean and don't feel tired and don't give it a second thought. I can rest late tomorrow. Nothing is more blazing than that. Day 7. 10 a.m. My body normally awakens as the sun rises, yet I relax around in bed, napping all through rest. I check in with my family, they're doing fine without me. I consider requesting one more night away, yet then I sort of miss them. 4:30 p.m. I return home to the family. My home is destroyed. Genuinely, every last bit of it is shrouded in poo. I have 3 hours of dishes and clothing hanging tight for me. My better half reminds me he's leaving town for a work outing to LA tomorrow. He gets tried when each outing. Furthermore, I'm back to my life, which I esteem, and disdain, and send up a little prayer of thanks for. 5 p.m. I text John that I'll be separated from everyone else the entire week and possibly we can pull something off. Be that as it may, I don't have the foggiest idea what yet. This presentation contains images that were used under a Creative Commons license. Click here to see the full list of images and attributions. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button, notification and comment below for any suggestion. Many thanks.